Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipski, your host. Today I'll be showing you how to pick a right Android tablet for your family or for yourself. Okay, I happened to buy one. It took me months to decide. I bought one for my daughter and son so they can share it. My price range was important, so my price range was 100 to 150. So I got this one for 130 plus they gave me a gift card through the source. In America, in the US, it's called Radio Shack. Okay, so for 105 bucks, after of course giving me the gift card, and then in Canada there's a tax, so really this thing cost me about 120 bucks. Okay, so within the range that I wanted. Now the key important thing with that 120 bucks, you have to have the bang for the buck, right? You want, everything in here that's worth 120 bucks. So here's where I'm going to tell you that you need to look for. Number one, you need to look for the processor. The processor has to be at least a dual core, a minimum of 1 gigahertz. In fact, this one is 1.2 gigahertz. Okay, that's important. You need a dual core because, it's not in the word, you have a faster processor, right? Meaning that it can run things much faster. So that's a minimum requirement. Second thing is important is it has to have a very large RAM. Minimum 1 gigabyte of RAM. Okay? So what am I talking about? We're talking about a RAM that can run, this one here. Okay, 1 gig of RAM. You need that to run software simultaneously. In other words, you can load up the game, you can load up the word processor, you can load up internet, and so on and so on, right? The more you have, the better it can run everything all at once. So that you need that kind of memory. Okay, without that, you can only load a certain amount of applications. So that's important. The third thing you will have looked for, which is the flash memory that's built into the tablet. This one has a minimum of 8 gigabytes of flash memory built in here. Now you may say that's a little small. In fact, it's not too bad actually. I have loaded a lot of programs, essential ones, in here, including a special type of Office. All right, in here they call it King's Office, I believe. It has Word, it has spreadsheet, and so on. Okay, and even something like PowerPoint in here. And yeah, I still have at least I think 4 or 5 gig left. And I have I even downloaded the GPS software, free GPS software. I'm gonna show you later on what kind of software you can load up onto this tablet. Okay, so 8 gigabytes is not bad. Now what you need to look for, obviously it has to have a way to extend that memory, that storage, right? So make sure even it has 8 gigabytes of memory minimum, right? You need a micro SD drive like this one here. So this is a Acer Iconia B1710, right? It has a built-in micro SD drive. So in other words, you can buy one of those 32, 16, or 8 gigabytes of micro SD chip. You put it in there, and you got an extra memory. Now I don't know why Apple and I don't know why Google Nexus 7 do not have that option. I mean, that is so obvious. Why would you not want to have an extra memory added to your tablet? I don't get that either. So this is why I'm looking for, other than Google Nexus, other than Apple Mini, right? I'm looking for something where I can actually extend my memory. I don't want to be limited to what the company tell me what I need, so 8, 16, 32, and they jack up the price. For example, from 8 to 16 is almost $100 more. From 16 to 32 is almost $150 more for Apple. Like, the chip only cost me like $30 from going from 0 to 32. So if I add another 32 gigabytes of memory, it only cost me $30 and $150. That's a big difference. And in fact, I can remove it. Let's say if it was all photo and I want to keep in that small micro SD chip, I can put a new one in there because it's only $30, and then there we go. There I have another photo. I can store it for life, right? I don't know how long those micro SD chip can last. I would say at least 25 years, so that's great. I can store it. It is so small, I can store it in like a little case, right? And put it away in my safety box. Who knows? I mean, that's what I mean. That's a great choice. So look for that, okay? The option to extend that micro SD chips for the tablet, Android tablet. The next thing you want to look for, okay, is the screen. Okay, I'm not so picky about the screen that much. I mean, this is okay screen. It's a 7 across inch LED screen. It does a good job. I mean, relatively, it's not like like the Apple, what do they call the Retina glass. I don't know. Anyway, people I realized that the reviewers of tablets nowadays on YouTube, they're so picky. Oh, there's a grain in there and all that. The important thing is the function, right? I mean, yes, there's if you put it on an angle, you might not be able to see it. That doesn't matter. You're the one who's looking at it. Okay, so as long as price is reasonable. I mean, if the price is down for those Apple Mini for like $200, I'll buy it. But for $330 for Apple Mini, and then and a limited option to, especially the SD, micro SD, I that extra $130 I could use for something else. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this tablet, for example, is if you look at the screen, is a 7-inch. The resolution wise, let me just turn it on. The resolution wise is not too bad at all. I'll have you look at it. Okay, so here's a game that my daughter liked to play. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty good. Alright. What else are you looking for? Obviously, Wi-Fi. It has to have a built-in Wi-Fi, right? I mean, every tablet has a Wi-Fi. So just in case, it never hurt to ask, does it have Wi-Fi? The answer should be 100% yes. The next thing is very important as well, is has a GPS. Now you say, why would I need a GPS on a tablet? Well, then that's an extra feature that you'd want, and for $120 I want that to be in there. It has to be in there, okay? And the reason for that is that you can make this device into a GPS now. Now the software, there's a free version. I'll show you in the next video on where to get this free GPS, right? And you can have Canada, US, and some of the European country, the GPS map, right? And it's now a GPS device that has 7-inch. That is cool. So this device actually has a GPS, and I have a GPS software in it as well. Let me show you. Okay, so the GPS is right here. It's called nav free. Click on that, and there it is. I have to turn on the GPS, and let's see, let's turn it on. There we go. Okay, so it's a GPS. It's this one has Canadian and US map as well. That's great to have. What else do you have to look for? Well, the cameras is important. This one only have the front end camera. Now it'd be nice if this one has a back end rear camera as well, so I can go like this, right? I can actually take pictures instead of going like this and taking pictures. I can't see myself when I'm taking pictures. Well, we have two cameras, the front and the back. The front one to see yourself, and the back one so that the screen, whatever you take, you can see the screen, right? So anyway, that's the only thing I don't like about this tablet. It doesn't have two cameras. So you need that. Even for $120, you might be able to get one that has two cameras and built in. What else is important? Bluetooth, in case you want to carry this around in your knapsack and you hook up to your Bluetooth. I have this headphone that my sister gave to me. It's a Bluetooth and a stereo Bluetooth. I can listen to music wirelessly. Okay, so that's another good option. So make sure your tablet has Bluetooth as well. The last thing I want to talk about is actually, which most, if not even one of the reviewer mentioned, I think it's very important, is the power. All right, so what batteries, for example, does this thing contain, and how much power consumption does it use? That's very important. For example, this tablet uses lithium battery, so it's rechargeable, obviously. I think most of the tablet, if not all of them, uses lithium. And then what is the power usage? So this is a 10 watt hour tablet, so it uses only 10 watt hour. What that mean is that the battery has ability to hold about 10 watt of power, and it lasts, according to the spec, lasts about 4 hours of continuous use. Now you may say that's not a lot. You know, actually it's not bad because you only use 10 watt of battery. That means if you have something like this, like the one I built a battery. You can check up the upper right hand corner. I built a battery using a spotlight like this one here, and it has ability to, and because this is charged through USB, right, slot, so you can see I can just plug into my USB, right, into this my do-yourself power pack. I can charge this tablet a full charge because it only use 10 watt. Basically, a 30 watt battery, right, can charge this tablet a full charge. Okay, so that's really awesome to know because, and on top of that, I have a solar charger, which is about 7.5 to 10 watt per hour charging. So in other words, if I hook to that device, solar panel, right, that's about 7.5 to 10 watt. I even have a 20 watt solar panel. Hook that thing up to it. It will take me maybe about 2 hours, you know, maximum 3 hours to charge this full. So that's not bad. So that's what you're looking for. You know, if you're an ultimate geek like myself here, you want a device where you can go, you know, out of this world, right? Camping, for example, and hook up a solar panel or a do-it-yourself battery pack and be able to charge this tablet anywhere you are. Because remember, this has a built-in GPS, and it's able to, you know, navigate you around. So it's awesome to have, and it's also good for reading too, because it's you can think of it as an e-reader. 4 hours is more than enough, I think, to you know, do reading. And in fact, you can adjust the color intensity. So at night, for example, you don't have to have that bright, and it might even save you more power in that way. So yeah, 10 watt. Okay, I think Apple Mini, I believe it's 16 watt. So use almost 60% more energy to run that than this one. But of course, Apple Mini lasts almost twice as much. I think it's 8 hours instead of 4. But you know, for the price wise, this is more than I think Apple Mini is 330. This is only 120. So you can see the difference. It's close to almost, Apple Mini is almost 3 times more expensive than this Acer Iconia B1710. Okay. So another thing that you want to have for your tablet, which is not in this one that I bought for 120 bucks, is the HDMI connector. Now this one only have a USB connector for charging, but you should have one that also has HDMI connector, which is very similar to this one here, but a little bit smaller. And what it does is allow your tablet to be able to hook up to a TV, like an LED TV display or a projector. So for example, you want to do a presentation on that, just if you have a HDMI, you can connect it directly to that. So that's a very important feature if you're a business person who does a lot of presentation. Okay, you just plug it in and it works. Okay, that's one. Another thing is make sure that the OS, the operating system for the Android tablet is a minimum of 4.0, right, for the tablet. This is 4.1.2, which is pretty good, right? So you may need that because the latest operating system, OS, Android operating system, the better. So that means you can run most up-to-date software. So you need that. You also need, of course, the 3.5mm of headphone jack, so you can just plug it in and listen to your music directly there. Okay, I think most tablet, if not all tablet, has that. Okay, a nice control of volume. It should have a bit built in on the side. It shouldn't be within the software itself, right? So sometimes the software crashes or harder to navigate. You need a button, power button, and volume up, volume down. Okay. You would also need a good speaker. This one has a built-in speaker. I don't see it. It's probably somewhere inside this at the back. But the speaker for this tablet, if you're on your own in a quiet room, it's quite loud, but it's not loud enough. Say if you're in a, you know, in a mall, you probably won't hear it. So you might have to hook up a phone jack there. So it's not good for at least for this tablet anyway. It's not good speakers external. It doesn't have a very good external speakers. But if that's your concern, you should get a tablet and look for the speakers. It should be, if it's a loud one, it should actually be obvious. It actually shows up and you can see it, right? Usually on the bottom or on the side or maybe even on the back. That would be good indication that the speaker is quite big and loud, right? But you can always look at the spec and see if that's your cup of tea. You want the speaker that is loud for listening, like almost like a ghetto blast, I guess, right? That's not my concern. For myself, for me is I just need to buy this a special adapter, hook it up to my stereo system, and it works, and it'd be very loud.
So the last thing that your tablet should have is an app called Google Play. That's a very important app. It is a must for all tablets. It allows you to download over 700,000 apps as of October 2013 into your tablet. So you need to have that. It should say Google Play. So having that means that you can download over 700,000 apps altogether.
And other than that, that's all you need. And look for a price that's under 150. In fact, I bought this for, with everything, including tax, 120. Okay, they gave me, like I said, they gave me a $25 gift certificate to purchase this laptop. It was this tablet. It was originally 130. It went to 105, but then I have to pay tax, so 120. Okay, so good luck. I hope you find this video useful. So I'll see you soon. EducateTube.com.